the Santa Claus. So, before you sit down, please pick up the pieces of trashes under your chairs and kindly please align your chairs properly. And also, may I request the secretary to check the attendance for those who are absent today. Alright. Okay, sit down. So I have here strips of paper that contains different words. So all you have to do is you have to provide your own meaning of these particular words. So first is communication. So for you, what is communication? Okay. Alright, so communication is the process of conveying informed action between people or groups. Alright, so next is verbal. What is verbal? Okay, you have the point. So it is the words and sound that come out of our mouth when we are speaking. Next is kinesics. Are you familiar with this? Okay, so you have to give your own meaning, just how you understand it. So kinesics, it is the study of the way in which certain body movement and gestures serve as a form of non-verbal communication. And then next is proxemics. Proxemics is the study of how people perceive and use space. Next is haptics. It is relating the sense of touch or creating physical feeling. And then next is the facial expression. Alright, so this is so familiar, the word facial expression, right? So for you, what is facial expression? It is allows for an individual to communicate a message through the use of their eyebrows, eyes, mouth, and facial muscles. And then the last one is the gestures. Gestures, it is a non-verbal communication that involves visible body movement to convey a message. And now, I will be presenting a short video clip containing the conversation between the boss and employee. So, you have to identify the different communication style being used in the conversation. Alright.
Dan, I need to talk to you about something serious. What's going on? Tony, I used to be one of the sharpest here, but honestly, it just... know, the reason why I even care about this is that I think you're a really great guy, and we need you here. You're the problem. That's okay.
So, what have you observed based on the conversation between boss and the employee? Yes, they are communicating verbally. Is gestures being used in the video? Yes, indeed, you are correct. How about the haptics? Alright, haptics is not being used in this video clip. How about the eye contact? Alright, so since they are communicating verbally, of course, when you communicate verbally, you have to use eye contact to express, or one of the way to convey a message. Alright. So before we proceed to our formal discussion, I am going to present to you the learning objectives, or the goal of this session. Okay, can you read, everyone? And now, let's proceed to our formal discussion. Do you have any idea what is our main topic for today? Alright, so our topic for today is all about verbal and non-verbal communication. Alright, you are correct. Precisely. So, what is verbal and non-verbal communication? Verbal communication is the use of words to convey a message. Some forms of verbal communication are written and oral communication. One of the examples of verbal communication is what I'm doing right now. I am discussing here in front of you and you class participating. That is one of the examples of verbal communication. Next is non-verbal communication. So a communication without words. It is the use of body language to convey a message. So one main form of non-verbal communication is body language. So for example, the conversation between the deaf and the mute, do they communicate each other verbally? No, they are using what? Sign language. And that is one of the example of non-verbal communication. Next, there are types of non-verbal communication. First is the facial expression. So it is the principal source of feedback. For example, so our reaction based on our faces in a certain chica of our peers. That is one of the example of facial expression. Next is the eye contact. Eye contact is the most expressive element in face-to-face communication. In communication, we have to use eye contact in order to have the connection between the speaker and the listener. Next is the body movement and posture. So body movement and posture, it is the way you stand and hold your body, also send message. So what I'm doing right now is a type of communication where I use the body movement and and posture. Next is gestures. It is the movement that you make with a part of your body, especially your hands. So, as you can see, while I'm discussing here, I am doing the gestures like this. So this is how I discuss and how I communicate to people. I use my hands as a gestures. And the next, and last one is kinesics. So kinesics is a study of body movement. And now I have a question for all of you. What is the importance of verbal and nonverbal communication in daily lives? Alright, Miss? You have the point. Verbal and nonverbal communications are vital for daily life. Uses words to share information, body language, tone, and etc. It is add context and meaning. Together, they help us understand and be understood, build relationship, navigate social situations, and influence others. It is effective communication relies on both. Group activity din. And now, I have prepared a group activity. And now, I have prepared a group activity. So, the class will be divided into 5 groups. So each group will be required to create a short scenario to be performed in front. So the scenes must be inspired or adapted from a play or film. The group scenes must be, the group can only have 4 scenes from a play they chose. So before coming up with the performance, there must be a script. So the script should contain verbal and non-verbal communication. For example, you have nothing, Nicole. My husband is mine. Before we end our discussion, so please answer this 1 to 10 assessment that I have prepared containing the topic about non-verbal, verbal and non-verbal communication. And that's all, class. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.